Hello guys, how you doing? My name is Ali. I'm a filmmaker down here in Melbourne, Australia. And today I'm going to show you 5 things that I do every single project when I'm editing in the software that I use, which is Davinci Resolve. So without too much introduction, let's show you what I do when I import a project in Davinci. So once I'm ready to edit my video and create my project, first things that I do is organize my folders. So I have created a pre-folder for every single project that I do in my Davinci, or every single project that I edit. So I have created this folder with 7 subfolders, which is media, project files, reference, audio, documents, fonts, and export. And inside each folder has some folders as well. So for my media side, I have raw and drones. These are the clips that I'm gonna put into. Project files, when I use Premiere, when I export XMLs to color grade into Davinci, or if I use After Effects as well, I put them in here. Then my reference, if I have any still images for my color grading or for my editing flow or any videos that my client has sent to me, I put them in here, so I have everything organized. My audio, normally I separate it into, if I have a music that I want to put under any voiceover, I put it right here. And then my documents, if I have any documents, the font, I put my titles or any logo from the business or the client, I put it right here. And then my export files are transferred in here. So this is how I organize every single project and how I use my folders to organize them. So all I do is in my SSD, copy, paste, and I will have, I'll duplicate that file. So I will have a new one for the next project. So all I do is I go to my SD card, get all my clips. For example, I get these 5. Let's say that those ones are my files from my video. And then if I have some drone shots, let's say that these ones are my drone shots, I get them and put it in my drone folder. This will tell me with the next steps. So open my Davinci right here. I'm currently using the Davinci Resolve 18 now, so it's a beta version. So very good tip in here is if you have a client that you know that you're gonna work for several projects or you're gonna do different clips for them, we'll create a folder just to organize it better. If it's only one video that you're creating for this client, just create a new project and that's it. So let's create a new project for this one and let's call it YouTube video example. So here my project, I go to my media side and this is how I can handle my pre-organization. So I go to my folders, my raw folders that I have in the SSD. So I go to my SSD, let's go, this one is the one that I have my clip. So I got here, grab your folders. Very important here that you drop it on your left side. So once you drop it on your left side, it will ask you here, change project frame rates. You want to change it, you don't want to change it. I normally don't change it. And then Davinci will create those folders as you have them before. So my raw files, it will be here, and my drone shots will be here. However, if you decide to drop these folders into the middle, look what happened. All my files will be combined in the same space, and you don't want that because you have pre-organized everything previously and you want to keep it as it is. So make sure you drop it on your left side here under your masters. Don't change it, you have it organized right there. It's going to the editing room. I'm gonna show you some shortcuts that I always use when I'm using Davinci. Same as Premiere, in and out, but it comes really handy. In, I, out, O. And then in Davinci, as default, insert, you can drag the files into your timeline or you can press F9. I have created a preset because I got a few shortcuts on my own in Davinci. And how can you do this? So you go on your left side, on your left top corner, keyboard customization, right there, and then I'll search insert. And what I have here is I selected the insert and I put it as the shortcut Command P. Previously it was F9 because I want to have this very next to each other. So I got I, O, and then Command P, and that's how I insert my clips into my timeline. So what I do is then if I have created a few changes in my shortcuts, all you have to do is right click, clip in here in the three dots on the top corner, and save as a new preset. Save it, put the name that you want. My name Ali here, okay, and it will save it. That simple. And then when you come here, any clip, you go in, out, and then Command P, and it goes to your timeline, and there you go. So if in the case that you have already, let's call it here, you have a file in here. So you got here a file, right? So let's say that you have in here this clip, right? And then you want to insert another clip. You just gotta make sure that it's after the clip and not in between the clip, because what happens is as soon as you insert in and out, and then you want to insert, it's gonna put it in between, so it's gonna cut your previous clip. So that's what I normally use my street editor, which has a shortcut in there that is a smart insert. So this is a smart insert. What it does is wherever my line is, when I do the in and out and I go a smart insert, it will go to the front of the timeline. Really good shortcut if you want to preview in a full screen. You press P and that will show you the full screen. Otherwise you can press Command F and that will be a really good shortcut there. So here in my color tab, I previously created certain shortcuts for my color nodes. So what you do, how you create that? So you go to your timeline for the first line that you want to create this, grab a text, put it in your timeline, put the name on the text, so color node, and then you go to your color tab, and then you're gonna go to your power grade, you press in there, and then you're gonna create your color node. So the shortcut to create nodes is Option S, and then to create a previous that node is Shift S, just to let you know. So then this is how I create it. I'll show you which one I have. So let's say that I have created these color nodes, this is the organization that I have. So normally I put first noise reduction, then levels, contrast, saturation, curve. Then I create 3 particle, skin, sky, and ground. Then I got adjustment layer, I got my adjustment layer here, which is adjustment look, a vignette, and then the color transformation. This is the organization this is my standard, my base. Sometimes I change it depending on the clip, what it requires, but this is my standard color node. Then what you do is you right click, grab a still, and that will be saved in here. So as you see, if you save it in the still one tab, what will happen is this color grade, it will be saved in here, but it will be only saved in this project. So if you get in the next project, you won't be able to see it, so you will have to create it again. And you don't want that. You want to create this preset to have it in any project that you work into. So to do that, you have to do it in the power grade. Just make sure of that. There's 2 ways to color grade in Davinci. One is local grades and the another one is remote grades. If you wanna work on local grades, this will affect only your clips locally. But if you work on remote grades, what will happen is anytime that you create a new timeline or that you use that clip in other part of this project, the color grade will affect in there. So I show you. I'm gonna get in another project that I recently did and I used that in that way. So I'll show you in here. So I get in this project and you see it here my timeline. So this is my timeline, this is my video of 1 minute that I will use for their website. However, they wanted to have a 15-second clip for you reels. So I have another timeline here, reels, which is a 50-second clip, using a few clips that I use for my main video. But if I didn't want to, if I was working on local grade, I will have to color grade it twice. For that not to happen, all you do is you color grade in your remote grades. And once you get into, let's show you here in the horizontal that I call horizontal because it's for website. Here, every time that I do any changes in here, it will be reflected in my another timeline, which is a vertical one for reels. So I will have to only color grade once. And that's what they do in movies and short films when they do color grade the whole movie and then they're gonna edit a trailer, then they're gonna recreate that color grading twice. All they do is a remote grades and that will transfer all the information straight away. And then your final tip, just right here on the export size, I have created previously some presets because that's what I use, but I'll show you how to do them. And for this kind of reels, I have some presets. So what you do is pretty much you go to your custom export, you create all your details. So you go down format, MP4, codec, H.264, that's what I use. And then I go to advanced settings, always click these two. So force size the highest quality to the highest quality, and then force the VIA to the highest quality too. So I make sure those two are clicked. And then sometimes it's disabled, so you can go to next to the video, there's audio, and then just press export audio. Just make sure it's clicked. And that way, you know, it's gonna be, both of them are gonna be clicked. And then all you do is go to your top right side where the 3 clips are, press here, save as a new preset, put the name that you want to put in it, and save it, and that's it. Very easy, very simple. This will save you a lot of time, so you don't have to do it every time. It will be saved in every single project that you get into, and all you have to do is, for example, for me, I'll go to H.264 for the horizontal, put it in the queue, the render queue, go to the rule side, change the name, and make sure that it's written rule, and then put it in the render queue, highlight them both, export it, and that's it. My files are exported, and I'll make sure my location is in my template video where I showed you before in the sport size, and I know everything is gonna be right there. That's it, guys. These are my 5 things that I normally use when I'm editing in Davinci. If there's anything else that you want to add it up, just put it down in the comments, and see you next time, guys.